You ever get the feeling that the system's rigged against you? That if for every step forward, you're taking 2 steps back. You know, you're trying to plan for retirement and you have these IRAs and 401ks and you're going, you know, man, I was doing great and then this year blew it all out. It blew 3 years worth of growth out. And you're wondering how long it's going to take before you get back to break even on that. And you know, and then you're looking at it like, hey, all this money that I'm putting into these 401ks and IRAs, I can't touch until I'm 59 and a half. Well, for some of you, that may be 14 years or 34 years. It's a really long time to be putting money up for retirement, and you're scratching your head and you're going, why can't I use that money for investments, to buy rental properties or Airbnbs or something, or franchises to help me enhance my retirement? You know, you could build 100, 200, 300, $400,000 or more into these retirement accounts, and you can't touch them. And you go, why? Well, fortunately, there is something that you can do about it. There is a vehicle out there that will takes away all those negatives I just mentioned, because you can use your money while you're saving it up for retirement. In fact, while you're using it, it's still earning interest for you. Mind bender there. When you take the money out, you take the money out tax-free. Get this, even when you retire, you take the money out tax-free. Think about that for just a second. If you made 15% in your 401k, if you average that over your lifetime, then when you go to take that money out, they're going to take 30, 35, who knows what the tax rate will be when you retire, but they're going to take all that money out and you're going to give it to Uncle Sam just for the privilege of him letting you grow your money. What kind of sense does that make? How about an alternative to that? That you can use the money while you're saving it up for retirement. That you can be earning interest on it while you're using the money, saving it up for retirement. That when you retire, you can take that money out and live on it tax-free. That's what an IUL does. It eliminates all the stuff that those government rules that hold you down. I get mad just thinking about it sometimes. My daughter told me the other day that she now has, after this recent downturn in the market, she now has less money in her Roth than she's put into it. That's sad. That's sad. An IUL, that would never happen, ever. You might have already been doing some looking into these IULs, and that's good. You know, IULs are not complicated, just FYI. An IUL is a way to use insurance in a way that we normally don't think of using insurance. We normally think of insurance as a death benefit. Hey, if I die, I'm going to get my funeral paid so my wife doesn't have to pull that out of savings, or I'm going to get my house paid off because without my income she could lose it, and so you're giving yourself peace of mind. And that's the way most people think about life insurance. And actually, that's a very good way to use life insurance, and it's a very it's a prudent way to use life insurance as well. However, it's not the only way to use life insurance. You see, there are a lot of people and institutions that use life insurance in a way that we normally don't think of using it. For instance, did you know that when you put your money into a bank, you know what the bank does with your money? They're not putting money in the stock market like you are with your 401k. No. What they're doing is they're buying life insurance. Now, why would they buy life insurance? Because it's safe and because it makes them lots of money. So why don't you do what the banks do? You know what wealthy people do? Wealthy people buy lots of life insurance. And you go, why would a wealthy person need life insurance? When they die, they're going to leave millions to their family anyway. Okay? It's not about the insurance and leaving millions to the family. Yeah, that's a plus. They'll leave millions more. But that's not what the deal is. The deal is that when they put their money into their life insurance, they can use that money over and over and over again as their own bank. Now, think of this. If they put that into a savings account, they're going to earn 0.5%. If they put that into a money market account, they could lose a bundle like this year. But if you put that into life insurance, if the market goes down, you lose none. Zero. The floor on that is zero. You don't lose money in an IUL. But if the market goes up, you can make it, 8, 10, 12, whatever, 20%, whatever the market is making, you can make a percentage of that. And, so they're going to make money, not lose money. They can use the money for investments. Now, here's the thing. Why can't you do the same thing that wealthy people in the banks do? Thing is, you can. Now, you've probably never heard of this because normal people get around on the Sunday table and they're talking about football. Wealthy people get around the Sunday table and they talk about where they're investing their money. So they know about things like this. Most of us don't. Okay, but the other thing is that the government actually does not allow insurance companies to advertise IULs. Why? Why? Shouldn't the government be looking out for you? Well, here's the thing. In a 401k or IRA, you're putting money into those things, and the government's going to get their money when you retire. Okay? Because, if you make $1 million gazillion dollars in there, they're going to get about 1/3 of that. So that helps Uncle Sam. In an IUL, if you put your money into that and you make $1 million gazillion dollars, the government gets zero. Nothing. Nada. So they actually made it illegal for insurance companies to advertise it. Now, I'm not an insurance company, and so I'm not advertising. But I can talk about the IULs, but the insurance companies can't. They can't run Super Bowl commercials about the IULs. Okay? That's the reason you've never heard of it. It's because the government doesn't want you to know about it, because you're never going to pay a dime of tax on it. But the long and the short of it is, an IUL is an insurance policy that you overfund and you put lots more money into it than the insurance costs. Simple as that. Normally, if we're going to pay $100 or $50 a month for the life insurance, here we're paying $50 and we're putting $500. Okay? Now, why would you want to do that? It's because when that other $450 that's going in there, you get to use it. It's not an expense. Okay? You have to think of this as, this is not you're buying insurance for if you die. You're buying insurance a little bit. You're putting more of your money into the cash that you get to buy income properties with. You get to buy your rental properties, your Airbnbs. You get to buy a Subway franchise, a McDonald's, whatever it is that you're wanting to invest in. When you have enough money built up in your account, you can borrow that money and boom. And the money grows real fast. Real fast. Because when the market goes down, you're not having to spend years making up just to get back to where you were. Market goes down, your money stays the same. When the market starts back up, you're making money again. Easy as that. Simple as that. It's not hard. Let's see what an IUL can do for you. This is not complicated. It would take about a 25-minute Zoom call to enter your numbers into the software and just see what it would do. And at the end of that 25 minutes, you'll know. It's pretty simple, really. You can understand why Forbes calls the IUL the replacement for the 401k and the IRA. There's a reason for that. And yeah. So go to the form down here below, fill that out. Somebody from my office or myself will give you a call and we'll set that up. Simple as that. You'll be glad you did. You really will.